Finding an affordable apartment in Manhattan is a struggle. But today's place might just make the cut. It's on 10th Avenue in Manhattan with decent finishes and appliances at a price that's not terribly offensive. In fact, this price is pretty good. Will you hate it? Some of you, no matter what the apartment is, always hate it. But that's why this is fun. Let's go take a look. Well, that was the worst subway commute ever. We had to get off at the bus terminal, which is nowhere near the apartment. Because of massive delays, we were stuck underground for over half an hour, and perhaps I'm overreacting. It looks like it's a 14-minute walk. Right now, we're heading west over to 10th Avenue. That's where the apartment is. And this part of town kind of turns into no man's land. But look at that. Even in no man's land, there is a Dunkin' Donuts surviving somehow. There's also a Subway. It looks like meat in the picture, but what do you suppose it's like in real life? That coffee's probably a better deal than Dunkin' Donuts, though. Over here's the Lincoln Tunnel, which will take you over to New Jersey. Or if you need to get over to Times Square, which is just a couple blocks this direction, you'll be able to. Why you would want to go to Times Square is beyond me. It's like a zoo. But once you get over here to 10th Avenue, things get pretty cool. Restaurant, restaurant, restaurant. Everything here is a restaurant. There's 3 or 4 great Mexican places here. Carne asada every time. At least every time I come here, that's what I get. Casa del Toro, always recommended. Just look at the selection of alcohol. Don Julio and Patron right next to each other. Hellcat Annie's and Scruffy Duffy's. I've been thrown out of one of these 2 places. I can't remember which, but that's probably a good thing. Here's your local chicken place, which is next to what I think is a Thai restaurant. Let's see if we can figure it out from the menu. Curry, the word Thai is all over the place. Can't pronounce the name of this one. I can't read the menu either, but it looks French. Next to that, there's a little pizza place with some interesting rules. No shoes, no shirt, no mask, no service. Now, they could have written no pants, but they figured you're not an idiot. Here's your local Chinese place, cash only, same menu as every other Chinese place. That's how you know it's incredible. Now, you might not know this, but on 47th Street right here, there is a branch of the Sullivan Street Bakery. If you've got a sweet tooth and you live near this, you might be in trouble. Wow, there's another Dunkin' Donuts over here. That's how they control your mind, by being everywhere. Don't give in. Over here, you can get a $5 frozen margarita and $4 shots. I hope they're shots of alcohol. I hope. Claudia's local pizza spot, where they don't just make pizza, they create it. As opposed to Domino's, which is made in some other country, shipped over here in a frozen container and then heated up in a microwave. Right here is the local liquor store, and across from that you've got a Mediterranean place and a Target. Being near Target, that is going to save you so much time and money. Now, if you'd like to get some exercise instead of joining a gym, you can buy some of the most expensive bicycles in the world. Just make sure you have a lock so it doesn't get stolen. Now, conveniently, there is a bike path over here on the west side. This is just 2 blocks away from where the apartment is, and if you buy a bike, you've got a place to ride it. And while you're over here, you can visit the Intrepid Museum, which is shaped like an aircraft carrier and has a squadron of Tomcats. That's the plane from Top Gun, which was flown by America's hero, Tom Cruise, before Scientology. Or wait, was he always in Scientology? I don't know. But if you're like me and you think museums are a little bit boring, you can always hang out here in this park. This is kind of cool. You've got a view of Manhattan from west facing east. And I guess if you have a dog, you can bring it out here to this dog run where it can play with other dogs. How much do you want to bet those dogs are having more fun than their owners? This is a great neighborhood. There's a lot to do. If you get bored here, that's your problem. And the apartment is right across the street, so we might as well head upstairs and take a look. Check out how sunny this place is. You've got a window here, and 2 windows over here. Plus there's a door. Is this a balcony? Made out of fire escape material, but this is still kind of neat. Look at that. When do you get to see something like this out of your backyard window. That's cool. That's the fire escape, and this is separate. Got a little green right here on the building. There's this little fireplace. It looks like it's gas, and look at how big it is. Now we're gonna look at this place and see what it's like to live here. If you have fun watching, hit the thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe. I make a bunch of these every single week, and I don't want you to miss one. The layout here is great. After the front door, you kind of pass through the kitchen, and then you've got the rest of the apartment. Next to the front door, you've got a little coat closet. The space here is pretty good, 12 feet by 9 feet, 8 inches. And because the living area is separate from the kitchen, you could get a nice big couch against this wall, and then right across from it, you can put your entertainment center right here next to the fireplace. And on top of the fireplace, you could set up a shrine to your god if it's not the television. Let's face it, it's probably the television. Now it looks like to separate the living room from the bedroom, we've got these French doors. Let's close these and see how they work. That looks pretty good. And since whoever lives here is probably here by themselves, maybe it's one person, maybe it's a couple, I think that's gonna be fine. Now next to the living room, we've got the kitchen. It's not brand new. And the black and white theme here might remind you of stormtroopers, but it's perfectly functional, and there's a nice big window letting in tons of light. The fridge is also brand new, and it's got cool LED lights. You've got a 4-burner stove, a dishwasher, and check it out, there's a sprayer attached to the sink, and a soap dispenser. I can't believe this. Those stormtroopers know what they're doing. I've seen much more expensive kitchens that didn't have anywhere near this amount of stuff in them. You've also got this little island. Put some stools next to this. You can sit here and eat, which is better than eating at a coffee table out in the living room. The bedroom measures 8 feet 7 inches by 10 feet 8 inches. Now the cool thing about this bedroom is that it's got a closet hidden behind each door. And this is pretty good storage space. Between these two and whatever you decide to put against the wall, you'll have plenty of storage. This does mean that your bed has to go over here. In that corner, that's the only spot for it, because you want to have a clear path to that balcony door so you can open it, unless you don't want to for some reason. Now, instead of putting your air conditioner in that window, you can put it up here, which is nice. That way you don't have to block this window, you can open it. Bathroom here is also pretty good. I like that there's a little window here so you can air it out. You've also got vanity lights above the mirror, which is actually a medicine cabinet. Look at that. No storage beneath the sink, but it is a good size. And you've got a bathtub, which is not too difficult to climb in or out of. That's good. You won't die after using the bathroom, which you can't say about a lot of cheap apartments. For one person, this is definitely adequate. And I like how it's not super cramped. That would be terrible. If you want a nice sunny apartment in a great part of town, check out the video description and then pick another apartment tour. I'll see you in the next video.